This week on Now Here with Chris and Kell.
It's just you and me, babe.
Yep, just the two of us.
After Kelly's birthday, we just kind of had a couple of relaxing days.
Yeah.
Working days, things like that. She wasn't feeling so hot when we were at the hotel.
We were both suffering, but my suffrage was much worse. It was a tough wake-up call now being 35 years old.
But today we're out and about. We're gonna go check out La Ropa Playa and the stuff around it. After you mess, jump on this here Colectivo. So the Colectivos are actually really cool. They start here in, where are we? Ixtapa, and they go all the way into Zihuantanejo. And then you can kind of walk from there. Dirt cheap. They're only $1 a person each way, compared to 10 times that if you take a taxi cab. I really like the Colectivo setups and the places that we've used them. They go all over this. It's my point. This is my long-winded point is these Colectivos, they go everywhere. They're dirt cheap. If you get an opportunity to use them, do so, because they're not bad at all.
A few moments later.
Well, apparently we overstayed our welcome on the bus. The bus driver's like, hey, and like I look up and he's looking at me in the rear view. He's like, basically, where are you going? And I'm like, you not go to the left? And he's like, nope. So we got out.
So we got out,
yeah, we're walking. We're getting rid of this place called the Fishing Hole. It was recommended to us by a friend named Paul on Key Lime Pie.
Paul is a great dude we met while cruising up in the Baja. He's got a channel, so check him out here.
The great thing about Paul is that he's ahead of us and we're following his tail.
Yes.
So we get to experience the things that he really enjoyed and we have similar tastes.
Anyway, we're gonna go check out the Fishing Hole. We gotta pick up young chicks. Ah! She just had a birthday. So this Fishing Hole place's claim to fame is it's this tiny little corner bar. It's supposed to have the coldest beer in all of Ziwa. Look, Kelly, you can rent a cooter. It's an interesting way to advertise a brothel, don't you think? Oh, there's an ass. Don't I feel silly?
Yep, we were feeling a little silly all right, and on the way to the corner bar, we took our sweet time meandering through the streets. However, I have to say, after about a half an hour of wandering, this man was ready for the coldest beer in town. Just look at that back sweat. And then we found it. And with no time to be wasted, he ran ahead and I was left in the dust.
Mucho frijol.
Absolutely. Perfectly cool. Coldest beer in Mexico. Kelly doesn't drink beer, she drinks mojitos.
So we noticed this dispenser behind the bar. Turns out it was their mezcal tequila. And of course, we had to try that out while we were here.
You gotta sip it. Savor it.
Pretty smooth. Surprisingly, it takes a lot of the smokiness out of the mezcal. Kind of makes it a little sweet. What do I got? There's a flavor at the very end. And I'm trying to put my finger on it. It's almost like buttery.
Let me help you out.
Okay.
That is good. That's really good after this.
It's like a thing. Drop shot.
Like drop shot. I like this. There's a butteriness to it.
When in Ziwa, definitely seek this place out. It's worth a visit. Thanks, Paul.
There you go. Let's do it.
Where are we going?
East. I think. Who cares? That way. We are lost and loving it. What the hell else do we have to do? We have blocked all this time just to explore Zihuantanejo before we leave. And so we're definitely exploring it in a poor way, and that's all right. Eventually we'll get to Playa Ropa. I hope there's clothes all over the beach. That would make so much sense, because Ropa means clothes in Spanish. I don't think I've ever in my whole life done something like this, where I end up back in the same place I started. Whatever, man. We're gonna get there. We gotta figure out where we're supposed to go. Is it that way?
After what seemed like intentional walking, we stumbled across a market and felt somehow obligated to enter, despite not needing anything at all, as we had already done our provisioning for the week.
You know when you're like in the fridge and you're like, oh shit, the fridge isn't working. And then you smell that sickly sour smell of bad beef.
Yep, this is it.
Welcome to the market. It is a little like eye-watering, overwhelming right now.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Happy to report we came out on the other side of Rot.
What the hell? Why are we going up when I thought we were going to a beach? This isn't New Orleans, and beaches are at sea level.
Well, we go up and over.
Oh.
Getting our workout in.
Oh. Ad infinitum.
What does that mean?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Care to share?
Sure. This is a long way, babe. Kelly, this is a long way.
28 minutes to go.
Really? How you doing, 27?
Very hot.
It is actually quite hot down here.
Why is it so hot?
So that the beer is that much better.
Ah,
We gotta find the Peretta bar.
I think it's just up here.
I hope you're right. We found it, and the live music.
La Peretta was another one of Paul's recommendations. So far, this man has never let us down.
Holy shit, Kelly! Just out of nowhere, this place has soul. We've been looking for it since we got to Mexico 2 years ago.
Yep, you heard that right. Chris has been on a beer quest for soul going on 2 years now, after almost giving up hope. We finally found it. More on this in a minute.
Pretty damn good. Nice and cold.
We were very much enjoying the vibe of this place. The live music was on point, and the view of the beach was a thing of beauty. We also ordered some camarones mumia, or bacon-wrapped shrimp, which was also incredibly beautiful.
I don't know if I've expressed this well enough, so I'm going to say it again. I've been looking for soul the entire time we've been in Mexico. Everywhere I go into special beer stores just to see if it's there. The only thing you can find is their Colmado, which is everywhere. You can't find the actual soul beer. This is the first time I've seen it. All the way down the outside of the Baja, the inside of the Baja, down the Pacific coast of Mexico. It took me to Zihuantanejo to stumble into this place to find soul. And it's just how I remember it. It tastes like all the other Mexican beers.
Well, that was fun. We'll be giving La Peretta a rating of 14 for the cold beer, great view, live music, and good food. Now, on to the next place.
Hasta luego. Well, I don't really know how piratey El Pirate bar is, but the shrimp was sure good. And they had soul beer. I'm a fan. Crazy enough, on the beach there was a catamaran and a sailboat, a catch that wasn't there before. Maybe there's some people heading south with us.
I should mention that this is not peak cruising season. We're running at the tail end of the season, which means it's really just the two of us most of the time. We've met a few cruisers along the way, but everyone seems to be heading in the opposite direction. So Chris is basically saying we need to get on AIS and find out if the boat you just saw in the anchorage is also heading south. Unlikely, but worth asking. A buddy boat would be nice.
That would be cool.
Wouldn't that be cool? It seems almost too little too late at this point. It's just you and me, babe.
Yep, just the two of us. Ziwa is such a cool place. There were murals everywhere on display, some for businesses and destinations, but mostly just art for art's sake. There were clearly some very talented people in this town. We hiked up and over the hill to the nearest colectivo and hopped on. This ride was a little more crowded than our last.
Whew, that was full.
Yeah.
We got charged still 34 pesos.
Go us. Not getting ripped off.
Well, I don't know if that's ripped off or not. It didn't seem like we went very far, but 34 pesos, I'll take it all day long. $2 to be like, have a sweaty Mexican butt in your face while you cruise around. That's part of the experience, man. I've got Kelly's butt in my hand. Half of it, the right cheek, not the wrong one. Here we go across the street.
Across the street was this little gem called La Papa Loco, or the Crazy Potato. And we owe this delightful experience to our cruiser friends Britt and Matt. Seemed pretty obvious we should each get our own crazy potato, but which one should we choose?
What are you thinking?
Right now?
Yeah.
Nothing, as every man has the right to think.
Or not.
I gotta figure out what crazy potato I want. The crazy potato I want, they were loaded with pastor, which sounds great, but I don't want the pineapple.
I think I do. I think I'm gonna get the crazy potato.
I might ask if I can get cebolla instead of piña.
Okay. You're gonna be that guy.
Yep.
Shortly after we ordered, and I mean very shortly, our food had arrived.
Alright, that is a crazy potato.
These are massive, dude. I'm excited.
Dude, this is like the best thing I've had in Mexico so far.
Yeah, potatoes are so good.
So satisfying.
This is a great concept.
Yeah.
Is there a baked potato restaurant in the United States?
I can't think of
I've never seen it. Usually it's like a steak sad cousin, but this is center stage, baby.
so good.
And it deserves center stage because it's delicious. Oh man, I couldn't possibly finish this thing, but look at Kelly over there who killed hers.
Killed it. So good.
I'm totally kidding, we traded. That was mine that she had in front of her.
Yeah.
This is Kelly's. I'm gonna have to nut it up, really bring the boys in to finish this. It's really good, by the way. It's definitely not a baked potato. It's like a boiled potato, I think. But it's super tasty. This should be a thing everywhere.
Yep, who knew something so simple could be so freaking delicious? This was a satisfying surprise for both of us, pulling off a mighty score of 18. I would come back to Ziwa just for this crazy potato. And now that it's dark, it's time for us to get back to Drifter.
I don't know how you're doing that after 2 potatoes. I can barely walk because I feel like a potato.
Oh, look at that. Oh, we've made it home. What a great day, Kelly.
Yeah,
we've had so many
great
potatoes
day.
today. We had some bacon wrapped shrimp and sold beer. Really a great time. And now I'm going to retire to my aft end of the boat. You're going to retire to your fore end of the boat this evening?
Yes, I will do that.
It's far too hard for us to cohabitate.
First, I'm gonna bring in the laundry.
Big day tomorrow. We'll be prepping for takeoff again. And we have another long overnight passage ahead.
The plan is to take off tomorrow. So I gotta go talk to the port captain, check out, and then tell the office here in the marina that we're leaving. There's a couple of odd things that we are challenged by when leaving this place. We can only go at high tide, which means we can only leave at like 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock at night. And the transit to Acapulco is only 21 hours, so we're leaving at night. We're probably gonna cheat the system and leave just before high tide at about 6 o'clock. Should give us plenty of depth to get out, and we should be able to get out in the open ocean before the sun goes down. So that's the plan.
We shortly realized that was wishful thinking.
Hello, welcome back. What'd you find out?
I'm back early.
You weren't gone very long.
Yeah, that's
What
what I heard it
happened?
means. Well, they closed at 2, so I couldn't go turn in the paperwork because it's already 1:30.
Crap.
So my bad, I'm gonna have to do that first thing in the morning. We have to get a letter from her saying that we've paid in full, which is weird because she's not asking us to pay in full first. And then we have to take that to the port captain with all our paperwork, and they will give us a checkout piece of paper that we have to then bring back to them, pay in full by 5 p.m., and we can't leave until 6:30.
Well, that is a bummer, but I'm making the most out of being tied to a dock in the marina, getting in some work while Chris figures all this out tomorrow. I would much rather be doing my day job here than sloshing around at sea. Barf. The following day, Chris got all our paperwork taken care of, and now we were finally prepping for takeoff this evening. Or so we thought.
Okay, 6:30.
We're ready to go.
We're ready.
Ah!
Damn it.
Oh shit, that's the wrong way. I might have screwed up some things.
Well, that's it for this week. Tune in next week to see if we can get the heck out of here. But keep watching for this week's blooper reel, sponsored by our patrons.
Shaved my face today, can you tell? See how the hairs in my face are lighter? Thinking about doing just for men on my beard. Shut up, Kelly. I had 3 beers and a shot of mezcal. So far today I had a sandwich. We've
What are you trying to say?
if I knew how to say it, then I would say it. Durr.
Alright.
Can you see him? He's hiding. Because you wouldn't normally look for a shark in trees. That'd be weird. Right, Kelly? There he is. Oh man, what a couple of chuckle dicks. Why, thank you.
At least we got
There are people that would pay huge money to have big Mexican butts in their face, and I did it for $1.
go you.
Lick at my butthole. Lick at my butthole. It's hot. Here's the potato. I found it.